beautiful soul flames. Lunar eclipse blessings to each of you. I'm Dr. Jinju Dasalla, and in this video, I'm here to offer another practice, another NeuroSomatic Flow practice to help you not only embody the cosmos, but also to rewire your nervous system and, of course, activate your goddess brain. And wow, there is some intense astrology happening right now. We're going into the full moon in Virgo, and this is a total lunar eclipse that is going to be visible from all parts of the world. And this is very, very rare, and I have more to say on that in just a bit. With everything that is happening in the world right now, I feel like it would be crazy not to mention, although in this Embody the Cosmos series, we don't go into the politics of things, but you have to be blind right now to not be able to see what is happening in the world. And here's the thing about full moons. The full moon comes every lunation, and it reminds us and it brings that energy of illumination, of revealing and shining light on all that needs to be seen. And then you throw an eclipse in there into the mix. And eclipses are very, very tricky, and they're very powerful, and they're very sharp. And they are often about truth, about revealing the truth. And so then on top of that, we add in, it's amazing, you all, a very rare alignment of planets, a planetary alignment. I think it's 6 or 7 planets that will be visibly aligned in the sky during the eclipse. And again, this eclipse is going to be visible from all parts of the world, and it just seems like the cosmos is saying this is an eclipse that is shaking everything up to expose truth, no matter how shocking it is, to expose realities, to expose where things are aligned and not aligned. So we have the planetary alignment. And so the NeuroSomatic Flow practice that I'm about to share, that just channeled through today in this portal, is about supporting you in not just this eclipse, but you can use this for any eclipse actually, to support you in alignment, and also in that releasing, cutting away things that no longer serve. So we're being blessed to be able to see the truth so that we can see what aligns and what doesn't. And also, the eclipse always comes to remind us of the sacred duality of the cosmos. And so I have a beautiful pattern that in my body that just has me feel that duality moving in my body, and I can dance with it. So I'm going to invite you into it. And also alignment, aligning to the highest truth and wisdom within and all around. So I'm really excited to share this. I'm going to demo it as usual, and then I'll break it down as much as I can. And a reminder that to come to our monthly Medicine of Flow live free circles every month. The next one's on March 22nd, to go deeper in embodying the cosmos and in this practice of NeuroSomatic Flow. Now, just a little bit more briefly, I'm not an astrologer. I'm a neuroscientist. And neuroscience is an interdisciplinary field. And I feel very strongly, I know very strongly, that we're at a time on our planet, in our evolution of humanity, where it's time to bring together these ancient sciences and the modern sciences to rewrite and rewire a new story for humanity. And when we look at the brain, when we look at the number of neurons that we have inside of the brain, it really is its own universe that mirrors the cosmos, that mirrors that beautiful sky of infinite stars that we see above. As above, so within. It's connected. And how do we can talk about this stuff all day long, but how do we explore and experiment the experience of it in ourselves and in our bodies and in our movements, in our pattern and in our expression? So going back, I'm not an astrologer. Some of the astrologers that I do highly, highly follow and respect are Pam Gregory and Heather Ensworth. I always drop those links below. And also Dr. Katie Jane, a Vedic astrologer, amazing mentor of mine. And recently I learned about these Sabian symbols. If you haven't heard about them, it's worth looking up. Won't get into the story behind them, but there is a symbol, a Sabian symbol for every degree, 360 degrees of the zodiac. And the Sabian symbol for this particular full moon eclipse, I'm going to read it because I don't have it memorized here, but it's a powerful statesman overcomes a state of political hysteria. The symbol represents bringing calm perspective and authority to a chaotic, emotionally charged or volatile situation. Yeah, just let that one land. I have like full body truth bumps. It is a very escalated, volatile situation happening with missiles flying, with the Epstein files, truth illuminating. Here in Bali, we just experienced an earthquake yesterday. There's a lot happening all around the world. So yes, the practice is to not only embody the cosmos, but to support our nervous system. So with that said, I'm going to get into the practice. I'm going to go ahead and demo it, and then I'll break it down. And thanks so much for being here. And just another reminder that I'm growing this series. It's brand new. If you enjoy it, if you're enjoying it, please leave a comment below. Would love your support by subscribing to my channel, letting me know that you would like more of these videos, and let us begin. I bless and release what no longer serves. I embody the sacred duality of the cosmos. I align to the highest truth and wisdom within and all around. I bless and release what no longer serves. I embody the sacred duality of the cosmos. I align with the highest truth within and all around. You can close however you like. I am not going to do this one with any poi, but I do have some fans. These props it's fun. It's not just fun, it's practical. It's hot here. But you can think of these as partners and in this dance of duality. And so the fans are nice because you can move them very slowly. The poi are amazing, but they take a lot more practice. So I bless and release what no longer serves. I embody the duality, the sacred duality of the cosmos. I align with the highest truth and wisdom within and all around. And now for the breakdown. So we begin, as always, anchoring in this NeuroSomatic Flow practice. We anchor into the earth and we invoke all of the elements and all of the directions, okay? And whether you do that energetically or if you want to actually go around the sacred medicine, Lokahi wheel, you can. And we bring that vision in of the mantra. So anchoring and just being able to visualize and feel for you in your body, what does that look like and feel like in its highest vibration, that feeling of cutting away and invoking that release and that lightness as a result of cutting away, and also of, the dualities that are going on. Yes, it's happening globally, but in your own individual life, we are not immune when these things are happening on the macro level. We see it show up in our personal lives and in our professional lives. And so, how do we hold both, the dark and the light? And the eclipse, the wisdom of the eclipse, is here to show us that not only can we hold both, but we can create miracles and we can create something beautiful in the holding of both. And then that said, the alignment. So just here in this practice, in a lot of my practice, I'm very flowy. In this, I invite you to anchor in and really, really root and connect each chakra of your body, from your root to your sacral, to your power, to your heart, to your throat, to your voice, to your third eye, to your crown, like all the planets aligning. And to really honor that alignment, okay? So we anchor. And we're going to say our mantra, and I'll repeat it again here. I bless and release all that no longer serves. I embody the sacred duality of the cosmos. And I align with the highest truth and wisdom within and all around. Okay, and then I go into a cutting. I kind of try it, just this, and you can play with different forms of this cutting. And I'm breathing. And I'm exhaling as I cut. Okay? You can invoke your inner ninja for this, your inner martial artist for this, like that cut. And you can cut all around you. And you can do it as long as you need to feel like you're clear. And then we come back to center and go into this eclipse pattern. And I didn't say the name of it earlier. I'll put text, but we're calling this NeuroSomatic Flow prescription the Eclipse Chi. The Eclipse Chi. Again, you can do this for any eclipse or anytime you're feeling eclipse energies. And so the basic flow pattern here, so NeuroSomatic Flow, we work with universal flow patterns. So circles and spirals and currents of flow. And we're working with 2 circles, okay, going in opposite directions. So if I turn, I'll just demo. this. Again, I don't want to get too in the weeds. I just want to kind of break this down. So you kind of know where it's coming from. And also I have to say, this was inspired many, many, many years ago by one of my beloved teachers and master of Poi, and I believe who coined the name Poi Chi. He was my Poi dance teacher, Nick Woolsey. Look him up, he's amazing. But yeah, he would teach these movements with the Poi in the body, and so where we expand the arms and flow in certain currents. And so in this one, you can try this with me where you're just kind of swimming forward, breathing deeply, anchored. And I do have my stance is wide, and as I switch, I'm just rotating. So right here, my right foot is forward, and I'm swimming forward in this forward falling yang current. Okay, forward yang. Okay, and then I'm going to reverse into this rising current that we call yin in NeuroSomatic Flow, this yin current. Okay, so the third current is the current of opposites. It's where we bring the yin and the yang together. So how do we bring both of those circles together? One way to kind of practice this as well before you get into that my final modification of it is to, and I like to call this the butterfly pranayama. Butterfly is to stand with your hands down at 6 o'clock, and you can think of a clock as well, 6 to 12, and you can inhale the hands up to 12 o'clock, turn the opposite way, and exhale the hands down to 6 o'clock, and you can do this slowly. With a little practice, you'll start to be able to just let the hands flow past each other without having to stop. Just let them pass each other. And in the passing is the eclipse. This is the yin and the yang eclipsing, okay? And so now basically what we're doing, I'm doing that in what's called the vertical plane, but we're gonna bring it into this wall plane, this belly plane, and belly, sun and moon plane, actually, literally called the moon and the sun plane. And we're going to have the arms in front of us, okay? And I'm gonna take one arm opposite. It doesn't matter so much which arm, just try one opposite, and you're just going to start to draw a circle, okay? Draw a circle. And as you go to one side, shift your weight onto that front foot, okay? And I'm going to lift, carry it over at the tip, at the peak of the sky, and fall down. So it's a beautiful circle. And you can bring some attention to your wrist if you want to accentuate the flow. Or you can just practice with your arm. Okay, so this arm is going in one direction, and this arm is now going to go the opposite direction. Okay, and I'm just going to practice here, breathing. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, so now we bring those two arms together. Okay, and so another place to kind of break this down where you can practice is before we go into the full circle, just shift. I'm going to my left and shifting my weight onto my left foot here. And I'm just going to eclipse my hands like this. So eclipse, 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 eclipse. And hang out here for a moment. Enjoy it. Yeah, don't go so fast that you forget to savor the micro moments of the beauty of this motion, of all the motions. So I just know that I just don't want to make this YouTube video too long. I could be here for hours. So that eclipse Okay, so let's go to the other side and just practice a little, play a little bit. Breathe. All right, so now we're going to make the circles, okay? So do your best, just play with it. So it doesn't matter which way. I'm gonna go this way. So I'm going to eclipse, and here in the middle is your alignment. So as you are transitioning to the other side, one hand is up at 12, the other is down at 6. One hand is center in the sky, the other hand is center in the earth. This is where you lock in that alignment. So this is where this is not just a movement, this is not just a dance, this is an affirmation, a somatic affirmation. This is a wiring, a demanding of your circuitry to align, okay? And then we continue over and eclipse again, come back, align, anchor, breathe, and continue, align, anchor, breathe. Okay, and then once you know you have that anchor, you can start to flow and play with both circles at the same time and bring in the mantra, okay? And to close, you can find your own unique way to seal the practice, whether you bring your hands back to your heart and just breathe. You can do a little turn, you can do a little shake, have fun with it, play with it, try it. Let me know how this feels in your body. Let me know if you have any questions. And eclipse blessings to you, to all of us. Massive, massive prayers. And let this be a prayer too, as we embody and align to the highest truth within. Let us be that prayer that has humanity also embody the cosmos, the duality, the truth, and the wisdom, right? You, we each are far more powerful than we've ever been taught to believe. So this is our time. Harness the power of your soul, of your body, and of this amazing neuroscience that we now know with neuroplasticity. On our side, we can literally create in ways that we never thought possible before. Blessings and thanks again, and we'll see you next time.